Good afternoon. Was it afternoon yet? Okay, still morning. Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much, Bill. You have been an important part of the journey from the very beginning. To Tim Stevens as well. I want to just say when we first started TALI, it really started, with the public face of it was in this room as a concept. And before we had any people involved, before we structured anything, it was just a concept. And one of the things that was so amazing is this became the forum for that concept to be nurtured and supported. And as a result, we were able to build it into what it is today. And so I'm thankful to all of you here at the CEIR, Bill, Tim Stevens, and all of the folks who make the Corporate Equity and Inclusion Roundtable possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a short video, so why don't I'll go ahead and share that just to give you a glimpse, a broad overview, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the journey of TALI through the Advanced Leadership Institute. Building diverse and inclusive leadership is an important key to every company's success. Organizations need a deliberate strategy to develop, engage, and retain Black leaders. The Advanced Leadership Institute is that solution. Here we educate, develop, connect, and position Black leaders for professional advancement. We offer distinct programs for early career professionals to executives and mid-level managers who have higher level aspirations. This top-tiered academic instruction, mentorship, executive coaching, and peer collaboration is proven and unmatched. We're unique in that our model doesn't end with graduation. Our alumni stay engaged and connected to a strong network of Black leaders. Our alumni are mentors, innovators, leaders, and have the confidence and skills to positively impact their companies and communities.
I was fortunate enough to be paired with a mentor who was leading human resources, and that's really was inspirational to me. I have a lot to learn from her, and I'm really excited to see where our relationship goes.
We've been able to create this bond or this camaraderie that you just don't get when you're in just your institution. It allowed me to see myself in a different light.
I've learned how to be a leader and to just step into my roles and authentically be myself.
Successful companies need diverse talent to thrive, and the Advanced Leadership Institute offers a proven model to build and retain the very best. That's just a glimpse of what TALI is for those who may not be familiar. Our mission overall is to really cultivate Black executive leadership to strengthen companies, institutions, and communities. But we do this through not only education, but it's educating, developing, connecting, and positioning Black talent for advancement. That's kind of what we do. We recognize it needs to be a comprehensive approach. And it's the fundamental premise that we have amazing Black leadership here in Pittsburgh, but we recognize the challenge of the environments that we have to navigate, and we want to make sure that when we first started out in building our signature program, which was the Executive Leadership Academy, it was really to solve two big issues. Black talent was leaving Pittsburgh for two reasons, professional talent. First, they were leaving because people would get stuck in middle management and felt like in order to grow professionally, they had to leave Pittsburgh, go to other cities where they can have more opportunity. And so that was one. And then you had other people who would come into Pittsburgh and feel isolated and feel disconnected. They might have had a great job, but as a result, they left Pittsburgh because they felt like they didn't belong here. And we said, we got to change that. We got to change that. And so the concept paper was written back in 2016. We partnered with Carnegie Mellon, the Tepper School of Business. We ended up starting that very first Executive Leadership Academy cohort in 2019. In fact, we have some members of that cohort who are right here today. In fact, we have a lot of members here, both from the Executive Leadership Academy, the Emerging Leaders Program, who are here. So, and I'm looking at you guys in the audience. So just raise your hand if you're, yeah, please stand up. All the alumni, please take a minute to stand up. We want to give you a round of applause. And the current participants too. Yeah, so we're very, very proud of what's happening here. But also, let me share, as I look around this room, I see people who have been instrumental in TALI from the very beginning, from members of our advisory board, from members of our board of directors, from our founding co-chair, Greg Spencer, from all of those folks who, it takes a whole community to make this work. And that's one of the things that's really critical. We have mentors who are here, so please join me in just thanking the broader TALI community for what it is today. So I know we don't have a lot of time here. My goal here, I was asked to come and give an update as to where we are today. So the quick update is this. We started in 2019. We had 23 cohort members in 2019. In 2020, as COVID hit, we had a cohort of 28. We started in person, then we went virtual, and we just adapted. We had incredible partners in Carnegie Mellon, so we could adapt into using technology to continue the process. In 2021, we ended up going from being the Advanced Leadership Initiative to the Advanced Leadership Institute. So TALI, it's still TALI, but we created the Institute. We really formalized that. We're grateful for the Poise Foundation for their early support as our fiscal manager, our fiscal sponsor. And then as we became an institute, we ended up creating our own 501c3 organization. And as we continue to build throughout Pittsburgh and broader. When we created the Institute, we created something called the Emerging Leaders Program. And so the Emerging Leaders Program, it ended up being a phenomenal addition. The leadership at that level is amazing. And really it's allowing us as a community and allowing employers to invest in their Black talent that's earlier in their leadership journey. So these are folks who have that spark and are doing some great things. So we have the executive program, then the emerging leaders program. Today, we are now in our third class of our emerging leaders program. The Executive Leadership Academy will have our 6th cohort, which will start in January. To date, we are currently at 180 alumni, and that's going to, And it's growing, and it's growing. In fact, in August, we just launched our very first national cohort. So these are people that we bring from outside of the region into Pittsburgh, into CMU. We do kind of a hybrid type of program. So they started in August. They spent a week here in Pittsburgh at CMU, went through the Executive Leadership Academy curriculum, which is kind of the broader curriculum that we've put in place. The next several months, September, October, November, we had virtual sessions, and then we'll bring them back for another month here in December. And so by the end of the year, we're going to have close to 200 alumni. And the plan is to build critical mass, to keep investing in the diverse Black talent that we have here, and let's continue to build. So every year, we hope to expand our alumni between 60 and 75 new alumni every year. And this network is growing. Let me tell you, and I'm very proud to say that as we look at the model, it's working. Just to share a couple statistics with you. We track our graduates for 2 years after they complete the program. And what we found out so far is our 2019 cohort, when we tracked them after 2 years, 87% received promotions or additional expanded responsibilities within 2 years. Our 2020 cohort, when we did the same evaluation, it was 96%. So it keeps getting better. And then we're also pleased to share that thus far, the retention rate for Pittsburgh is somewhere in the 90 percentile. And so we're seeing both retention, we're seeing advancement, and what we're also seeing is just an incredible bond and camaraderie that's taking place in Pittsburgh. And it's as a result of the incredible people in this room, the volunteers, the mentors. I see Bill Jennerette also as one of our instructors as well. We have faculty from CMU. We bring in faculty from other universities. We bring in folks nationally. It's a whole community. And when you bring a whole community together and the intention is right, and the investment is right, That's what we're seeing in terms of the results today. So first of all, just want to say thank you for giving TALI the start through CEIR. I want to thank you for all of those incredible alumni that we have who are in the room that are spreading the word and making a real difference and real impact in this world. Also want to thank, again, all of the mentors, just the whole community, because that's really what it takes. And with that being said, just also want to encourage any of you out there who have that interest, please visit our website, which is just www.taliinstitute.org to learn more. And we'll be putting up applications for the new year in a few months, so beginning of the year. So keep us in mind as you think about your future and how TALI could be a benefit. And for those companies that are out there, please continue your investment. You know, by investing in Black talent, you are making a difference. One thing that we do know, and you probably have heard throughout the day today, that it takes a deliberate effort. Without being intentional, stuff rolls back and you don't get the results. And the reality is, there is absolute evidence that diversity works. It works in strengthening companies, but it's easy for people to disregard the facts and get pulled, that gravitational pull back to, you know, tradition and status quo, right? And so it's important to be deliberate, and TALI is a partner in helping to kind of advance our organizations, but also to advance Black talent in the greatest way possible. So thank you so much. Thank you for your support, and looking forward to the continued journey here. Turn it back to you. Thank you, Bill.